दृष्टुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्. So we have framed the rules for balancing redox reactions by ion electron method. In a redox reaction, one is the oxidizing agent brings out oxidation, undergoing reduction, and reducing agent gets oxidized, undergoing reduction. So what happens in this case when you come to this redox reactions? We will have two parts. One is getting oxidized, the other is getting reduced. So we want to balance these equations by ion electron method. Why? Now because during oxidation the electrons are lost, and during reduction the electrons are added. So the electrons are lost during oxidation, are gained during reduction. So if you balance the electrons, then automatically the oxidized state and reduced state are balanced. So we have to balance these electrons and balance the charges. So we say that the reason the method of balancing is called ion electron method of balancing equations. So the rules we have made: write down the oxidized and reduced state of the substances. First we will write. Then second, represent the oxidized state and reduced state of the substances in their ionic form. Then third, write the half reactions for oxidation and half reactions for reduction. Next, balance the atoms of half reactions if necessary, other than the oxygen and hydrogen. This is then comes, we'll take one rules for applicable to both. So balance the oxygen atoms by adding water molecules on the other side. So oxygen atoms are increased, balanced, but hydrogen atoms are increased. So balance the hydrogen atoms by adding hydrogen ions, on the other side. So hydrogen atoms are balanced, but the charge is increased. So balance the charges by adding electrons. Now charges are balanced. So for oxidation half reaction, we will do the balance like this, and reduction half reaction we will get the balanced form. Now the number of electrons lost in oxidation half reaction should be equal to the number of electrons gained in the reduction half reaction. So for that, balance the electrons of oxidation and reduction half reaction by multiplying with simple whole numbers to cancel them out. So we will multiply, if required, then by simple integers, and add the oxidation and reduction half reaction to cancel out the electrons. That will be the form of this, and form of the balancing ion electron method of balancing this. So let us take the case of potassium permanganate plus dilute sulfuric acid plus hydrogen sulfide. This is the equation. So here this potassium permanganate is the oxidizing agent, and this hydrogen sulfide is the reducing agent. So what is happening? Potassium permanganate will oxidize H2S to sulfur, and will also get reduced to MnSO4 state. First let us see the equation for this reaction, then we will go to the ionic form. So I am writing the equation for this in this right side, then I will do that side the ionic form. What is happening? So potassium permanganate KMnO4 is forming K2O plus 2MnO plus 5O. This is the equation. So 2KMnO4 forming this. So then K2O is reacting with sulfuric acid to form K2SO4 plus water. Then 2MnO plus 2H2SO4 forms 2MnSO4 plus 2 water. So this is the equation for potassium permanganate. So we got the equation K2O, 2MnO, 2MnO cancels. So we get 2KMnO4 plus 3 sulfuric acid forming K2SO4, 2MnSO4, 3 water plus 5O. This is the equation for potassium oxidation half reaction. This is the reaction for oxidizing agent. Then what happening? This O will now react with whom? H2S plus O will form H2O plus sulfur. And 5O, we are multiplying this equation by 5. And we are adding the equation now. So we get 2KMnO4 plus 3 sulfuric acid form plus 5H2S is forming K2SO4, 2MnSO4, 8 water, 5S. We got the equation. So what is we have learnt? H2S is becoming sulfur and KMnO4 is forming MnSO4. So in this reaction, what is happening here? So this is the partial equation method I have done. And what I have learnt? This KMnO4 is the ionic form is forming what? MnSO4. This is the equation for potassium permanganate. And what is happening? H2S is forming sulfur. H2S, hydrogen sulfide, is forming sulfur, and KMnO4 forming MnSO4. So the oxidation number of sulfur is not involved. So who is the ionic form here? So we found out the oxidized and reduced state of the substances. So then we will write them the ionic form. We will represent this in ionic form, and we will represent this in ionic form. Second. So MnO4 minus the equation for oxidizing agent is forming Mn plus 2. So this is the equation for oxidizing agent, ionic form. And H2S, S minus 2 is forming sulfur, because the oxidation number of hydrogen is remaining same. Oxidation number of hydrogen is not changing. So sulfide is forming. So this is the reaction for reducing agent. So we will balance this in ionic method, ion electron method. We will balance this ion electron method, then cancel out the reactions. So let's let's follow this. So now we'll first balance it half reaction and balance this other half reaction and get the equation for this. So MnO4 minus, we'll balance this first, then we'll balance this. So first I'm doing it this. MnO4 minus is forming Mn plus 2. What this is? Balance the oxygen atoms by adding water molecules. How many oxygen atoms are here? 4. So we'll add 4 water molecules on the other side. MnO4 minus is there. We'll add 4 water molecules on the other side. 4 water molecules. Then balance the hydrogen atoms by adding hydrogen ions on the other side. So MnO4 minus will add 8H plus this side. 8H plus will form Mn plus 2 plus 4 water. Now hydrogen is balanced, oxygen is balanced. Then balance the charges by adding electrons. So how many positive charges this left side? 8H plus minus 1. So 7 positive charges this side. And how many positive charges right side? 2 positive charges. So here 5 positive charges are access. So we have to add 5 electrons. Do you understand this? So first I balance the oxygen atoms by adding water molecules. I add 4 water molecules. So the hydrogen atoms are increased. So balance the hydrogen atoms by adding hydrogen ions. I have balanced the hydrogen atoms. Now I will balance the charges. So here 8 positive minus 1. So total positive charge left side is 7 plus 7 and total positive charge right side is plus 2. So to balance the charges by adding electrons. So I will have to add 5 electrons this side. So MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5 electrons. So this is Mn plus 2 plus 4 water. So this is a balanced form of potassium permanganate equation we got. Now then we will balance this S minus 2 sulfur. So S minus 2 is becoming what? Sulfur. S minus 2 is becoming, so nothing is changing. So we'll add here 2 electrons. Balance the charges, we'll add 2 electrons. And so this is the equation number 2. Now here are 2 electrons. In this reaction 2 electrons and here are 5 electrons. So we wrote the 2 equations now. Balanced form you got MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5E. We got Mn plus 2 plus Mn plus 2 per 4 water. This is the equation for potassium permanganate. For H2S, we got the equation S minus 2 is forming S plus 2 electrons. So here are 2 electrons, here are 5 electrons. So to cancel them, we have to make it 10, we make it 10. So let us multiply this by 2 and multiply this equation by 5. Why? Because here 5 electrons are here. And if you take 2 electrons, 5 and 2 to balance them, you have to multiply this by 5. This will become 10 and you will multiply this by 2 and you will become 10. So we will add here 2 MnO4 minus plus 8H plus into 2, 16H plus 5S minus 2. We'll get 2 Mn plus 2 plus 8 water plus 5S. So this is the balanced form of the potassium permanganate sulfuric acid H2S in ion electron method. Now if you see the students, you see there what the equation 2KMnO4. If you see the partial equation 2KMnO4 plus you have 3 sulfuric acid there and you have 5H2S, then forms K2SO4, 2 MnSO4, 8 water, 5S. You got the equation. So that is 16H plus means what? 3H2, 3H2SO4. So 6H and 5 water, 10H. So 10H plus 6H plus, this becomes 16H plus. So ionic form and the partial equation both are identical. That is represented in a molecular form. This is represented ionic form. Then what will help us? Now potassium permanganate is an oxidizing agent. And how many electrons are involved? 5 electrons. So the equivalent mass of potassium permanganate will be equal to molecular mass by 5. So the equivalent mass of an oxidizing agent is equal to the molecular mass by total number of electrons involved in its ionic equation. So this, by writing this ionic equation, we can calculate the oxidizing equivalent mass of oxidizing agent. So we'll say the equivalent mass of an oxidizing agent, reducing agent can be up by this. So equivalent mass of an oxidizing agent or reducing agent is equal to what? The molecular mass by number of electrons involved in the ionic equation. So in potassium permanganate, how many electrons involved? 5. So its molecular mass will be equivalent mass will molecular mass by 5. And how many electrons are involved in H2S? 2. So the equivalent mass of H2S will be equal to molecular mass by 2. So we'll say that equivalent mass of KMnO4 will be equal to molecular mass of KMnO4 by 5, and equivalent mass of H2S will be molecular mass of H2S by 2. So this helps us, these ionic equations helps us to find out the equivalent mass of oxidizing agent and equivalent mass of reducing agent. So but if you say what is potassium permanganate? Is a salt. What's potassium permanganate? Is a salt. So what is the equivalent mass of a salt? The molecular mass by total positive valency. If you take the potassium permanganate, total positive valency is what? Potassium permanganate, potassium plus Mn7. So 7 plus 1, 8. So will be what? Molecular mass by 8. Wrong. That is wrong. That cannot be possible. It is not acting as a potassium permanganate. It is acting as an oxidizing agent. So its reactivity is decided by its oxidizing power. Hence 5 electrons are involved during its oxidation reaction, the potassium permanganate, done in acidic medium. When you go to ionic alkaline medium and neutral medium, I will be teaching you separately. I am not adding them I am not teaching you both simultaneously, because first it is easy to understand the acidic medium. Then you will do the alkaline medium, then you will go to neutral medium. So let us take another reaction of potassium permanganate to form this. So I will we will go by getting the equations. What are the oxidized state and reduced state, and this. So the standard equation for potassium permanganate you got now: MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5E is Mn plus 2 plus 4 This is a standard equation for potassium permanganate. So this is your very important finding. So wherever potassium permanganate is there in acidic medium, this 8H plus explains you the reaction is taking place in acidic medium. When it is alkaline medium, here you will find OH minus. You will get here OH minus. We will go to alkaline medium and balance it. So let's go some reactions in acidic medium, then you will go to alkaline medium and balance them. Now I am taking second equation as a KMnO4 plus dilute sulfuric acid plus ferrous sulfate, FeSO4. Or so let's take a simple sulfur dioxide, because we have done this, and then we will go to ferrous sulfate. We will get sulfur dioxide. So what the question? This is the so what is happening? Now potassium permanganate is forming what? MnSO4 in this equation, and the sulfur dioxide is forming sulfuric acid. So this is the oxidized state and reduced state of the substances. Potassium permanganate is the oxidizing agent, sulfur dioxide is the reducing agent, and the oxygen comes from potassium permanganate will react with sulfur dioxide to form sulfuric acid. We know this by partial equation method. If you write 2KMnO4, 3 sulfuric acid will give us K2SO4, 2 MnSO4, 5 water plus 3 water plus 5 O. Then this O comes out from KMnO4, reacts with SO2 plus O plus water, forms sulfuric acid. So these are the two equations for potassium in acidic medium. So now, I don't want to waste time and write same reaction number of times. So KMnO4 is forming MnSO4 and SO2 is forming H2SO4. So we'll write its ionic form will be MnO4 minus will form what? Mn plus 2. This is the ionic form of potassium permanganate, and ionic form of sulfur dioxide is SO2 is forming SO4 minus 2. So this is the equation for the sulfuric acid, SO2. So we will balance this in ionic form, we will balance this ionic form, then add them and cancel out the electrons and get the final equation. So let me come to first MnO4 minus again. MnO4 minus is forming Mn plus 2. So we have 4 oxygen atoms. So MnO4 minus will add 4 water molecules on the other side. So balance the hydrogen atoms by adding hydrogen ions on the other side. MnO4 minus is forming Mn plus 2 plus 4 water. So we have here 8 hydrogen atoms. So we'll add 8H plus here. And then balance the charges by adding electrons. So we have 7 positive charges left side and 2 positive charges right side. So 5 positive charges extra in the left side. So we'll add 5 electrons. So we'll have MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5E will give us Mn plus 2 plus 4 water. So this is we got the balanced form of first equation. We got the ionic form. Now we'll come to the sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is forming sulfate. So left side 2 oxygen, right side 4 oxygen. So 4 oxygens are extra, 2 oxygens are extra in the right side. So we'll balance the oxygen atoms. So we'll add 2 water molecules in the left side. So we'll have SO2 plus 2 water will give us SO4 minus 2. So we have here 2 oxygen, 4 oxygen. So to balance the 4 oxygen, we added 2 water molecules. So we got oxygen balanced. But what happened? Hydrogen. Balance the hydrogen atoms by adding hydrogen ions. So SO2 plus 2 water will get SO4 minus 2 plus 4H plus. Because 4 hydrogens are here. Now balance the charges by adding electrons. So we'll have here no charge left side, right side minus 2, 4H plus. So right side you have 2 extra positive charges. So we'll balance that. SO2 plus 2 water will get SO4 minus 2 plus 4H plus 2 electrons. So you got the equation for sulfur dioxide is this. We got the equation for potassium permanganate this. So now we'll take these two equations and balance. So sulfur dioxide is that equation 2, and this is equation 1. Now we'll balance these two, add these two equations to balance the total equation. So we got MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5E forms Mn plus 2 plus 4 water. And sulfur dioxide plus 2 water. This gives us SO4 minus 2 plus 4H plus 2 electrons. Now these are 2 electrons. So you have 2 electrons in here and 5 electrons there. So to balance this, we have to multiply this by, we have 2 electrons here and 5 electrons there. So we'll multiply this by 5 and this by 2. This by 2. And now add the equations. So we got 2 MnO4 minus plus 8H plus. See, here you have 8H plus, means 8 into 2, 16. And here you have 20H plus. We have 20H plus right side. So in this equation we'll have 20H plus and 16H plus. So this side 4H plus. Here you have 4 into 5, 20. And here you have 2 into 8, 16. So right side will be 4H plus. So H plus our cancelled. Then comes SO2. So we have 5 SO2. And water, left side will have 10. 5 into 2, 10. And there 4 into 2, 8. So this side you will have 2 water. So this water cancels. So we got 4H plus Mn plus 2 plus 5, 2Mn plus 2. 2Mn plus 2, 5H4 minus 2. So if I write it in a proper form, I will write 2MnO4 minus, the balanced equation is 2MnO4 minus plus 5 sulfur dioxide plus 2 water will give me 2Mn plus 2 plus 5 SO4 minus 2 and 4H plus. So this H plus indicates us that the reaction is taking place in acid medium. So this is MnO4 minus to Mn plus 2, there is a reduction, and SO2 to SO4 there is a oxidation. So now what will be the equivalent mass of potassium permanganate? Since 5 electrons are involved, equivalent mass of potassium permanganate will be molecular mass by 5. And equivalent mass of sulfur dioxide. Equivalent mass of sulfur dioxide is how much? How many electrons are involved? 2 electrons. 2 electrons. So that will be 2 electrons. So equivalent mass of KMnO4 will be molecular mass by 5, and equivalent mass of SO2 will be molecular mass by 2. So simultaneously we are getting this equation. So now I don't want to waste my time on always balancing the equation for potassium permanganate. You have got now standard equation MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5E forms Mn plus 2 plus 2 water. So this is standard equation I will be writing. You can follow it easily, and I will do 2-3 more reactions so that you will be very confident of the equations for reactions for balancing equations involving potassium permanganate, because these are the reactions you will be having in your theory class and also in practicals. So now third, let me take another equation, KMnO4 plus dilute sulfuric acid. Always potassium permanganate is an oxidizing agent. In acidic medium we use sulfuric acid and oxalic acid, COOH COH. We have in our practical redox reaction of oxalic acid and potassium permanganate. We have in our practical. So here, what is happening? The KMnO4 in sulfuric acid medium is becoming MnSO4. This is the equation for potassium permanganate. And oxalic acid, COOH, is the oxalic acid. This reacts with O of potassium permanganate to form carbon dioxide plus water. Carbon dioxide plus water. So oxalic acid is forming carbon dioxide because the oxidation number of hydrogen is not changing. Oxidation number of hydrogen not changing, so oxalate is becoming carbon dioxide. This is the equation. We will balance this. So what is the ionic form? Ionic form of potassium permanganate will be now MnO4 minus is forming MnO4 minus forming Mn plus 2. Will balance it, and oxalate C2O4 minus 2 oxalate is forming carbon dioxide. This is the equation 2. We will balance this and we will balance this. So this is carbon oxalate because oxalate ion is this, and H plus. H plus is not changing oxidation number. Whose oxidation number is changing? This is oxalate. This oxalate. Oxalate is becoming carbon dioxide, oxidized to carbon dioxide. So we'll write the balance get the balanced equation for oxalate. So we'll get C2O4 minus 2 is forming CO2. So balance the atoms. How many carbon atoms are left side? 2. So multiply by 2. 2 carbon. So carbon atoms are balanced. Then who remains? Oxygen. How many oxygen left side? 4. How many oxygen right side? 4. Balanced. So now we will only, so there is no necessary for balancing the hydrogen ions. The oxygen atoms are balanced, 4. And here 4 balanced. So who will balance? No charge. How many electrons, how many negative charges left side? 2. There is no, so this side you will have to add 2 electrons. So C2O4 minus 2 is forming 2 CO2 plus 2 electrons. So this is the equation for oxalate, and that's the equation for potassium permanganate. Now we'll have the equation for potassium permanganate is Mn4 minus plus 8H plus 5E. I have the standard equation there, 5E, and it gives me Mn plus 2 plus 4 water, and oxalic acid is C2O4 minus 2 is forming 2 CO2 plus 2 electrons. So this 5 electron, here 2 electron, so we'll multiply this by 5 and this by 2 and add. So you get 2 MnO4 minus 2 MnO4 minus 16H plus 16H plus 5 C2O4 minus 2. 5 C2O4 minus 2 is giving us here 10 of carbon dioxide, here 2 carbon dioxide. So here you have 5, you are multiplying. So let me remove this. So I have carbon dioxide, 10 carbon dioxide. So this is Mn plus 2 is forming 10 carbon dioxide, 10 carbon dioxide plus 4 water. 4 water. So this is the balanced equation for potassium permanganate and oxalic acid reaction in acidic medium. So in the case of equivalent mass of oxalic acid will be how much? If you now get how many electrons are involved in oxalic acid? 2 electrons. So equivalent mass of oxalic acid H2C2O4 oxalic acid is what? Molecular mass by 2. molecular mass by 2. So whenever you will do the redox titration, there when you are preparing a one normal solution, so when 1 gram equivalent mass of a substance is dissolved in 1000 cc, this solution is 1 normal. So we will take the molecular mass by 2 and then get the amount of the substance to be dissolved in 1000 cc, and we make a 1 normal solution. Then we go for the titration and you can calculate the its normality and certain other reactions, stoichiometric equations of redox reactions. We will be solving the numericals. They will be useful. So I am taking another equation of potassium permanganate with hydrogen peroxide, because we have hydrogen family. In hydrogen family we have hydrogen peroxide. So what is the standard equation for potassium permanganate? In acid medium, MnO4 minus 8H plus 5E gives me Mn plus 2 plus 4 water. So find out the oxidized and reduced state of ionic form. So MnO4, KMnO4 is forming MnSO4. This is one equation for potassium per. The other equation is hydrogen peroxide. The oxygen atom of hydrogen peroxide, potassium permanganate, will react with oxygen to form H2O plus O2, H2O2, H2O plus O2. Why? Hydrogen peroxide is a reducing agent. So this forms a 2H plus O2, 2H plus O2. This 2H of hydrogen peroxide reacts with oxygen to form water. So this is the equation for hydrogen peroxide. 2H cancels. So we'll get H2O2 hydrogen peroxide plus O forms water plus O2. So I got this equation from this. I know potassium permanganate is an oxidizing agent. It is producing me nascent oxygen. So that gives me this reaction. So I will get this equation. So now I will write ionic form of this and ionic form. So I will to get the ionic form of hydrogen peroxide. So who is the ion here? Peroxide ion. Peroxide ion is forming what? O2. 0. H2O2. Here oxidation number of oxygen is what? -1. And it is forming what? O2. 0. So O2 minus 2, H2O2, what is happening here? Hydrogen peroxide is forming what? O2. Is forming O2. So we will balance the oxygen atoms are balanced. So who is to be balanced here now? The hydrogen peroxide 2H. So we'll have 2H plus. Balance the hydrogen atoms by adding positive charges. We have added hydrogen ions, balanced. Then balance the positive charges by adding electrons. We will add 2 electrons. So this is the equation for hydrogen peroxide. For ionic form of hydrogen peroxide is what? H2O2 forms O2 plus 2H plus 2 electrons. So this is the equation for hydrogen peroxide. That the equation for potassium permanganate. We will take 2 equations. Now balance them. So we'll get MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5E gives us Mn plus 2 plus 4 water, and equation for hydrogen peroxide is H2O2 is forming O2 plus 2H plus 2 electrons. So here we have 5 electrons, here we have 2 electrons. We'll multiply this by 5 and multiply this by 2 and add up. So we'll get 2 MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 16H plus. It will be 16H plus, here 10H plus. You see in first equation we have 16H plus here, left side, and right side you have 10H plus. 2H plus into 5, 10. So this will be 6H plus 5H2O2 and forming 2 Mn plus 2 plus O2, 5O2 2Mn plus 2, 5O2, then water, 8 water. So how many electrons are involved with the hydrogen peroxide? 2 electrons are involved. So the equivalent mass of H2O2 will be molecular mass of H2O2 by 2. So wherever we want the equivalent mass of hydrogen peroxide, since 2 electrons are involved in its ionic equation, so this is molecular mass by 2. So I am giving you some homework. You go through them and we'll write them in ionic form. So KMnO4 plus H2SO4 plus FeSO4, parasulfate. Then KMnO4 plus HCl. You get the both the thing you do. You do the partial equation first, then come to the ion electron method. That will help you in a revision of your partial equation method, and you will get this. Then K2Cr2O7 plus dilute sulfuric acid plus SO2. Then K2Cr2O7 plus dilute sulfuric acid plus H2S. K2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4 plus potassium iodide. So these are the equations you try, because we have done all these reactions. We have done their partial equation method. So from there you can know the oxidized state, reduced state, find them out, then apply these rules, then do, so that next class we will do some more reactions involving concerned nitric acid, concerned sulfuric acid, and we will go for alkaline medium, how to balance an equation for alkaline medium. It's a very important one. This is a very useful one. A student has to know how to balance equations by ion electron method and partial equation method, because these are the things you will be studying your valency, your family chapter. So if you are very equipped with this, you will not get confused. There you will not be remembering equations. You can balancing the equation by yourself. Thank you very much, students, for your passion listening. We will do the other reactions next class.